So, I have a lot of games in my Steam library. There are so many that I started a YouTube channel to try and give myself incentive to maybe finish some of them. But it also turns out that I have approximately zero self-restraint. My rational self is always like, but Nikki, you have zero disposable income and so many games already. And the rest of me is all like, roguelike rhythm game, drawn with pixel art, that's your favourite thing! So guess who won? If you guessed the overly excitable version of Nikki, you guessed correctly. Congratulations. Yes, I brought a brand new game home to join my Steam library family and immediately sunk 5 hours into it. And then another 5, and then another. So I should probably review it. Hit it! Crypt of the NecroDancer is a roguelike rhythm game with super adorable pixel art graphics. The basic premise is to get through each dungeon, either avoiding or killing the chappies that are trying to kill you without dying yourself. Each time you die, you have to restart that dungeon or zone from the beginning. Super simple. The catch is that this is all set to music, each zone filled with different types of baddies that are intent on dancing all night long. These guys are having a seriously awesome dance party, and not only are you not invited, but they're trying to kill you just for turning up. No, I just want to dance. No, okay, run away. You can ignore the music if you like, but the longer you can keep it up while still killing the baddies, the greater your coin multiplier will get. So it's really in your interest to just keep moving. This is definitely where this game differs from other similar roguelike games. You have to keep on dancing about to keep your multiplier, which means thinking extremely quickly about your next move and the move of whatever you're trying to kill. Each enemy has its own dance that it sticks to, and once you learn it, they're theoretically easy to dispose of. Dance yourself next to it on a beat where it doesn't move and slash away. This is by far the reason I find this game so fun, and the reason I've sunk so many hours into it over the last few days. It is so satisfying to wipe out a whole pile of enemies all in a row in time to the music, and even more so to learn the best way to take out a mini-boss, dancing around them like the nimblest of boxers and taking them out without so much as a scratch. This is made harder by enemies with more than one hit point, and in later zones by enemies that move diagonally and in more erratic dances. Plus, sometimes you get surrounded by tons of enemies as they slowly destroy you with their dances of death. Also, to unlock the stairs that lead to the next level of the zone, you'll have to defeat a mini-boss with a butt-ton of health and potentially other tricks up its sleeve. Yeah, that happens a lot. In each zone, you start with 0 coins, 0 diamonds, 0 items, a shovel, and just one weapon, your trusty throwing dagger. Throughout each zone, you'll find chests of varying colours, each of which holds some kind of useful item or power-up. Boxes and barrels also contain useful items, although these must be blown up with a bomb to reach the goodies inside. Your shovel can be used to dig away the walls of the zone, which is a part of the game I was strangely drawn to, just digging away in time to the music looking for treasure, and hoping you don't run into a trap or a wall cavity full of Zubats. Enemies disintegrate into piles of coins, which is fairly standard for video games, and these coins can be used in-game to purchase new weapons, armor, spells, or food, which equals health. Also fairly standard. Plus, when you go into the shop to buy your shiny upgrades, you get to meet my absolute favourite character of the game, the shopkeeper. Just listen. Isn't he great? If you get really cheeky, you can bomb him, at which point he gets really cross and kicks your butt because he has insane health and strength. And I think this is fair enough if you're trying to kill a man doing an honest day's singing. There's an achievement for taking him out, but I couldn't bring myself to even try very hard. I just like him too much. Another way to find power-ups is by blowing up suspicious-looking bits of wall which unlock warp tiles. These sometimes just lead you to another nice shopkeeper man, but sometimes they lead you to an offer that looks too good to be true. And usually is. Like this place, which asks you to pay with blood for a better weapon, or this place where the weapon is free, but as soon as you pick one, all hell breaks loose in the tiny room, and you better hope that new weapon you found is as good as you thought it would be. The other currency is diamonds, which are much rarer than coins, and per level there will only be one pile of them sitting out in the open. You'll have to look out for that one pixel glint of blue to dig in the walls to find the others. Once you die, or win, but yeah, you'll probably die. You can go back to the lobby and spend the diamonds to unlock permanent upgrades. Some of these are for yourself, like permanently increasing your base coin multiplier, and some unlock better items which you'll potentially start finding in the chests. The characters in the lobby are unlocked in each zone by rescuing them from their cages by bringing them the correct key. And this is not always as easy as it sounds, like the glass key in Zone 2, which you have to take from level 1 to level 3 without it shattering, and it shatters as soon as you get hurt by an enemy. The majority of the power-ups are awesome and super helpful, like the ballet slippers, which allow you to stand still without losing your multiplier, giving you the time to think. Or the miner's cap, which lets you dig just by walking, which, considering how much I loved the regular digging, quickly became my favourite power-up as I stormed my way through the level like a disco Godzilla, trampling everything in my path. It was quite hard to remember that you can only destroy walls this way, and not enemies. There are also many weapons to choose from, but I found that I had my favourites, preferring the wide attacking weapons like the broadsword or the whip the most. Once you've unlocked him, you can visit the janitor and spend diamonds to remove certain items from the chests, which increases your chance of getting the ones you want, and that's pretty neat. The built-in music for this game is pretty good, catchy but without being too much of an earworm. This is for the best because in the version I'm playing, the custom music is a bit bugged. As in, I couldn't make it work, which is a shame because I was looking forward to doing what I do with any game that allows you to add your own music.
Postman Pat, and his black and white cat.
In the meantime, there are a few different sets of built-in music to choose from, all of which are pretty sweet. The only problem with using the built-in music is I have no idea how long each song is, and my internal metronome, which should help me sense when the end is coming, is also a bit bugged. If you don't find the stairs before the song ends, it dumps you fairly unceremoniously down to the next level, which isn't so bad, but if you were trying to rescue an trapped NPC chappie or just not paying attention, it can be a bit of a shock. Once you get to the end of the zone, the final challenge is a random boss battle.
Deep Blue!
These are a challenge, but not so difficult as to be impossible. Maybe this is because by the end of the zone you've powered up so far that you can take anything that comes, or maybe it's because I'm awesome, but whichever, I found these bosses fairly easy compared to how much difficulty I had getting there in the first place.
King Konga!
Now this is not to say that the bosses aren't still awesome, with chaps like King Konga who has a conga army of zombies, Coral Riff, an anthropomorphic and very evil-looking electric guitar who sings his personal orchestra of other anthropomorphic instruments at you, or Deep Blues, who has an army of chess pieces that dance just exactly like chess pieces. This game is awesome, and I'm sure not just because I have this strange need for everything in my life to be in time to music. It's addictive, and it's so easy to restart the zone when you die that it's easy to sink 2 or 3 hours into it at a time and not actually get anywhere. When I first installed the game, I played all evening and didn't get past Zone 1 Level 3, but was still having enough fun to want to play again all day the next day. And the next day. It's a strange little game, but it makes me happy.